Episode 86 of the MikiDZ Podcast. Ooh, look at me.
Wow,
look at me.
How many times did you have to say it to yourself before you came in here?
I'm flowing, man. It's all off the top.
You came in the pod today, huh? You came
ready.
You know, yeah, I'm ready because we are days away from my bachelor party weekend. Mickey coined it Joe-Cello. Actually, you called it Joe-Cello when we're going to run it on my birthday weekend, April 18th. And that didn't work out, so we're doing it the weekend before.
He made sure people know his birthday.
But still is kind of Joe-Cello-ish. And it is out where Coachella is.
Yeah, greater area.
Greater area,
We won't tell people where we're at.
Basically, a house we're staying at is like 10 times the price during Coachella season.
No, I think that's the going rate for that house.
Yeah,
that's the going rate during Coachella?
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
During Coachella season.
We got the one. We can afford the 10% rate. The Coachella.
Be like, nah.
Barely, honestly.
Yeah.
Put the points together.
And in the midst of that, we are going to record a pod.
Oh, boy.
The man.
So by
drunk pod.
I mean the guys will be liquored up. Hopefully.
I feel like
you want to take a shot with us on the pod?
Well, I'm gonna do a shot with everybody, with my brothers and everybody. Like, we'll do that. No, Sean, you understand? You're a part of it. You understand? Cool. You're gonna be there.
As long as I'm there.
It's not like I'm only taking a shot with these two guys.
I got predictions for the pod.
What we got?
The Joe-Cello pod.
Okay.
What's the prediction?
Sean's gonna be more vocal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
And Joe will be on something more than alcohol.
You know
what?
Whoa.
Wait, what?
What else is there to be on
interested
that?
now.
I would take in. Well, Mickey's got something.
As the best man,
we gonna slip him some Kool-Aid.
Mickey's got something.
It's Kool-Aid, bro. Be easy.
Why does Punch got so punch?
You know, my friend was doing that to me out in New Mexico State.
What?
We were at some girl's house, at this cheerleader's house. And
allegedly.
I was like, yeah, and I'm drinking Kool-Aid. Is a teammate, and this guy was like, you have to watch your back around him in a playful way because he was always up to something.
Sure.
And I was just like, man, this Kool-Aid's good. Like, what? You put a lot of sugar? Like, what? He's like, nah, you only get your refill. I'm like, it's weird that you're being so generous, but yeah, got me like 2 refills. And then he's like, yeah, I kept pouring alcohol in there. But I felt fine, so I don't know how much he was pouring in.
Like, what kind of alcohol?
Because he was,
it was sweet.
And he couldn't put too much in it because then you would have tasted it.
Raw coconut didn't come out for a couple years later.
It's Malibu.
Good.
Malibu. Yeah, it could be Malibu.
Did it leave you dehydrated?
It might have. I mean, Kool-Aid, I think with all the sugar in there, gotta leave you dehydrated. But yeah, so I'll be on something apparently.
Allegedly, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think if you just put DJ, our friend DJ, in front of Sean will be off his chain.
Nah, man, we grown now though.
No, you're not.
Fuck that.
But you're not. When you see each other once a year, you want those good times to come back. You want to talk your shit. You want to let them know, hey, I'm not that guy anymore. What's up?
Standing on couches, Sean.
He used to fight. Go. You're into boxing. You may want to test him. You might throw a couple jabs. Like
No.
DJ's gonna come in like that guy that hasn't seen you in years and just still judges you based on years ago. And you're like outgrown that so much.
This is what DJ's gonna do. He's gonna see you. He's gonna look you up and down.
Now. Me and him are dads now.
Hold on. Oh, okay. All that aside,
let's just speculate. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
He's gonna come. He's gonna see you, look you up and down, and go, and keep it walking.
Joe just wants this for his own entertainment.
Exactly.
I'm like,
for you, Joe. Okay.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you gonna let him talk to you like that, Sean?
Damn, I can't believe you let him get that by
Hey,
so early.
Let's not forget, DJ did do kickboxing.
He did.
He did.
And then now we all box.
Yeah.
So
he kicked.
He did kick.
So he got illegal.
Hey, in a street fight, you can't say no feet.
No, you cannot.
So I'm saying if you two get into it, everything goes.
Hey, we'll see what happens.
No, it'd be a structure. We'll make sure of it.
Tune in next week.
Tune in next week. Yeah, so we're gonna record the pod.
We set up cones.
We can.
We can.
Do it on the basketball court.
Nobody bring
so
your gloves.
There's walls.
Please, nobody bring your gloves, please.
Well, I am, but
because us drunk and then gloves in the trunk.
In the trunk, baby.
Bro, hey, because if somebody gets
I got the gloves in the trunk.
Because there's one thing if you get wild and there's nothing to go, like keep it safe. But bro, if there's gloves in the trunk,
nah, I think we're all grown enough where we can keep our composure. I would like to believe that. I would like to believe. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna rephrase that.
Bring a basketball. Leave the gloves.
Yeah, we can hoop.
We can hoop.
We can play a game of horse.
Yeah. A little
Look,
3-point
we got the
shootout.
I don't know if you saw, but there's a little
be like
putt-putt.
90-something degrees out there.
Listen, we got enough
Yeah,
activity.
when the sun
There's the putt-putt. There's a basketball
There's
court.
a jungle gym.
There's
with swings.
There's swings for. That'll get interesting. There's the pool, the jacuzzi, ping pong table, pool table, and card table for poker and whatever else.
Nice.
And there's a sauna. I checked.
Oh, there's a sauna.
I mean, not that you can play games in a sauna, but there is that.
And there's a Keurig.
Yeah. And a chef.
Essentials. Essentials.
And a chef.
Oh yeah, we have a chef coming to cook.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good time.
Man, looking forward to it, man.
Joe Cello.
Yeah.
Joe Cella.
I'm mad that I'm only going to be there.
In a pot.
I'm mad I'm only going to be there for a short period of time.
Like it's a yearly thing.
Looking forward to it.
Right. So anyway.
All right. So moving on. I don't know if you guys are familiar with BitClout. Mickey, you want to break it down without being too judgy? Just kind of give the definition, because I know Mickey hates it.
The prerequisite.
And I agree in regards to it's scammy until all the big names are on board, like the Elon Musk and the Kim Kardashians of the world. But go ahead, break it down.
I mean, my interpretation of it is it's a scam. Is that not judgy? No.
You're entitled to that.
You know what? Just go.
Call it how you see it.
Just cut it loose.
No, I mean, essentially, they're using likeness as a form of currency. Think of the blockchain and different coins that you can buy. And then each coin, like a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Cardano, XRP, Dogecoin, just to name a few, are used as currency. And so they're trying to convert names and like famous people into that. So you got your Elon Musk, your Kim Kardashians, I'm sure the names go on and on and on. And obviously the bigger the clout, the bigger the value of the coin, because it probably has the largest market cap and it's probably more desired based on their potential success. So a Ja Rule doesn't really have an upside on the coin based on his activities and business sense.
What if he?
But you could be buying on the dip. That's right.
Yep.
So you could be buying him in when he messed up, and then you could be doing a lot better. Or an Elon Musk, you're feeling like, well, he's still going to go to Mars. He's still got his growth. He's still the top leading electric vehicle maker.
He's up and he's stuck.
Yeah, he's up there. And then based on who Kim's next partner is,
Hey.
Well, it's confirmed she's a billionaire.
Is it?
Actually,
Her
let me
PR
not say
rep
that.
came back out with that.
Is a headline according to some British tabloid.
Can we take guess on who her next boyfriend, husband is going to be?
No.
Athlete or artist?
Nah.
Is it going to be athlete?
Has she outgrown all that?
I don't think
She's outgrown all that?
Well, what's hell?
Definitely
She's
not a
like
rapper.
37, 38, right?
Yeah, she's up there.
She's like
yeah.
our
fine.
age-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I would think she's done trying to get with the dudes that are just popping with no real numbers behind them, like no real money.
She got to think
behind them.
longevity.
So yeah, and she's gonna be a lawyer. So I think she's gonna. I mean, on the Joe Budden, they threw out Van Jones, I think, for play, but
Nah,
So she
you
trying to
know
follow
what?
her daddy's
Realistically,
footsteps.
she gonna get back with Kanye.
Van Jones, not Van Lathan.
Which one's Van Lathan?
TMZ.
Yeah,
TMZ, yeah.
No,
Nah,
he doesn't. He doesn't have that clout.
Yeah,
He doesn't.
getting back
at
with
all.
He ain't got the.
That's what I think.
millions
I
she
think.
would
Or
I
need.
think. I
Who's
think
Van
her.
Jones?
I think
what Van is
her.
that?
Van Jones
CNN.
is CNN.
CNN.
circle
no.
glasses,
Yeah,
balls.
black dude.
Yeah,
I think. I agree with Sean. I think her and Kanye gonna work it out.
Yeah, I hope they do. Why not?
they got a lot of kids. They
got
got
For the
business
sake of the
together.
kids.
Yeah,
They got a lot of
it's
money
work.
together.
Yeah, man, she was wearing Yeezys. She ain't going nowhere.
But does her stock go up if she gets Drake, or does it go down?
Oh,
Drake ain't watching her.
nah.
I mean, for the sake of the
She,
conversation.
I mean, if he hates
I'm just
Kanye
asking
her,
you where the clout's going.
If she hooks up with him, the clout goes up.
Okay,
Whose clout? Hers or his?
Hers.
both.
Everyone wins.
It's
If
a
you buy the
merger.
dip,
Nah, that's
you win.
messy.
It's a merger.
That's messy.
It's messy, but what you gonna do is great.
Yeah, I don't know if it goes up. To be honest with you,
Drake's kid get buckets. You guys seen that?
I saw that. I saw that video.
That little kid get buckets. He's got quite the vocabulary for whatever age he is.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. You don't put your bids in on Kim.
Who's writing his words, huh?
So
Put your big clouts on Kim.
Back-
Okay, back to BitClout.
back to BitClout. Over here putting a price on women.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't even thinking
People
about it
are.
like that. Now I can't stop thinking about it like that.
we were putting a price on her coin because
Yeah, but then why is the white man the most expensive one then?
Look what the white man's doing. He's going to Mars.
Oh,
I mean, minorities don't have that opportunity.
He's making cars. He's going to Mars. Bars.
Nah, nigga. I'm not sending you to fucking Mars first.
All right, so back to this BitClout thing. Now that you have an understanding of it, we thought it would be pretty funny to talk about what individual.
Wait.
Talk about the.
Why is it a scam?
Yes, that's what I wanted to say.
say that.
Oh, and for those that don't know, the people backing it, or one of them is Jason Horowitz, guy backing Clubhouse.
He is?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's one of the.
I've just
But go
seen
on.
Dan Fleischman and I think Steve Aoki. They're in that same circle. But I think they're the ones backing it, even though at the moment and not currently, they're not offering where the person and his likeness coin is like affiliate.
Okay.
Like they can buy their own coin, but they don't get any payment yet because I think they're just setting it up and taking in the funds and then trying to do a deal with the person. But I feel like a lot of lawsuits are going to be coming their way.
So you can buy your own coin?
Yeah, people have.
Yeah. Well, I was told get your coin,
Yeah, literally.
like get your coin as soon as you sign up, and then that way you just have it as opposed to someone
but
else.
I gotta pay for my
creating. Well, they give you X amount of dollars to begin, and you can
Invest in
use that
yourself
money
as a
to
timeline,
invest in
right?
yourself. Yeah. And then, so to my knowledge,
all about
it's
the
better.
marketing.
It's best that you grab your own coin before anybody else does.
Oh, fuck that. Make
First.
money off my
So
shit.
once you buy it, no one else can buy it?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
My understanding is you can buy as much as you want. You can't sell. And so if I can't sell, what's the point?
What's the point?
What's the point? Yeah.
So there doesn't seem to be a plan yet on that side. And because NFTs, crypto, and all these things are so popular right now, I think that's where it gets a little tricky with this.
And also, it's not. I don't know how decentralized it is if you have a bunch of CEOs running it to kind of move the goalposts if they want to. Whereas like Bitcoin, you can
Goalpost. Good job.
as goalposts, not goalposts. But yeah, I don't like in regards to Bitcoin and blockchain. It's decentralized. No one's running it. It's just it does what it does, and that's what's so amazing about it. But with this, you have a bunch of people running it. Who's to say they don't manipulate it and do it to that, whatever they want to make it work in their advantage?
I'm seeing a lot in the tech space that like a lot of people are just trying to come up with good ideas, get money going or money flow going. And then before the potential lawsuits come running in, they just go raise money against their activity.
Yep.
And then they'll try to fund their way through those problems to the bigger thing. So
Just keep raising money.
it'll be interesting to see.
Remember years ago when Netflix was in the red and they just kept spending money? They just kept raising money, and now they're killing it.
Yep.
Whatever.
So yeah, now that you have that understanding, we thought it would be fun to create our own kind of BitClout, but for DJs and in regards to individual DJs. And we were trying to figure out what would be the criteria for your coin to be worth, well, let's set who would have. And so this is what we're not regarding. We're not talking about the producers like Tiesto and Mac J and those guys. They can
Calvin
have their own
Harris.
conversation about their own coin. We're not talking about artists. We're talking about DJs like you and myself.
Your everyday average Joe.
Everyday average Joe. Yeah. So, and you may say, well, what about DJ Vice? Well, I think DJ Vice still gets his bookings based on his name more than his music. And that's
you,
not a
Vice.
shot. Yeah, no, that's not a shot at Vice, but
Just protecting it.
It's only because he's been DJing longer. He's been producing.
yeah, from my conversations with bookers, it's like, yeah, we bring Vice in because the spenders come out. That's all I need to know. So I would assume Vice would have one of the most expensive coins. Can we put a number on it just for fun?
Well, what's the market cap? Or are we comparing it to BitClout?
There's a cap?
So Elon Musk's coin is 89,000.
Like there's only
let's call
so many coins you can buy.
Right.
Got you.
Elon Musk's coin it was at 90, now it's 89. Let's call it 90.
Oh shit!
That's
Clout drop.
Yeah. So
That's fucking
do we want to put
hilarious.
Vice at 90?
90 what?
I
For
think it was-
argument's sake, yes.
Let's say, no, I say the DJ stuff is 10% of everything else going on in the world. So let's put him at 9,000.
9,000. Okay,
Gotcha.
so Vice is at 9,000. His
Sure.
his Clout coin.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and that's actually perfect because Vice really is at the top of all these categories we created. And we'll go through the details of each one. But these are the categories: skills, your residency, the booker / DJ's worth, social media presence, fashion, production, using other businesses as leverage, the
Wait.
spenders you bring out.
Question. You said we're not basing it off of the DJs that are producers, but one of the criteria
but
for the
it's
average
production.
person, if they are doing production,
Because it does help. Like there
Okay.
are certain DJs where
Got you.
they're not on Billboard, but
I'll say this.
they use. Oh, let me finish. I got
Okay,
two
go
more.
ahead.
So I said using other businesses as leverage, spenders, the spenders you bring to the club. If you are a tour DJ, and then we threw in if you're a mobile DJ as well. Now also we want to separate the local coin, the guys that have the residencies, primarily in their respective city. So that criteria would be the bar / club you're holding a residency in, the city of the residency, because sometimes uptown is a lot nicer than downtown. The booker / DJ weight, and spenders if you're a promoter, and again if you're mobile.
So local coin would be more of like an alternative coin for anybody who's trying to compare this to cryptocurrency. It's like more of like call it a penny stock
Okay.
versus like a major stock. And then on where the categories that were thrown out there, obviously different things value differently on the scale of what you're worth, right? So like Vice has good skills, has great bookings, some of the top places in the country, great residencies. He's not a booker, but he's got great social media presence, fashion. He's
average.
Look, man, when you're running a mile a day at any given moment, you just got to be comfortable. That's
Yeah,
what I gathered from
keep in
my.
mind,
He might be
he's-
athletic fashion.
He
Yeah.
said he always has running shoes on because at any given moment he'll
Look,
just bust out a mile.
I know what shoes he's got in his closet, brand new. Like,
Yeah.
No,
he's
yeah,
got- he's got
He got some heat.
he's got
he's
some
got
clout.
some heat.
There's the production, of course, and then business leverage. There's nothing that stands out crazy. Of course, he has the spenders, and then I'm sure his private gigs are like very expensive.
Yes.
So that might explain why we consider him to be one of the more expensive ones. Who's putting up a fight for it?
A fight? Well,
Who's at 8K?
I tell you what, I don't know if he's putting up a fight with Vice, but Just Incredible stands out because I used to love when he rolled out his tour schedule for whatever month. I'm like, damn, I want to spin there. He had, I'm like 11.
All the top spots.
11, all the top spots in Vegas. He would hardly do LA, but when he did, I know he was getting a bag and they were premier nights.
Are we specifically talking about LA DJs or just?
Yeah, 'cause, like,
I'm just saying, well, who stood out to me?
Got you.
What's his name? Ruckus is another one that probably gets close to Vice. He doesn't have any production that gets him that can match his Vice's, but he does have the residencies. His social media presence, his fashion. I mean, the dude is like a model. Uses, I don't know about his other businesses. He's got the skills. Desired locations. Yeah, he's definitely another one I would put up there.
Top 3. Go.
Top 3.
Well,
5.
after say top 5 because after advice,
Top
you got
5.
4.
Okay, 5. Eric Deluxe.
This includes Vice? Are you saying
This
right now?
includes Vice. Yeah, Vice is 1, so you got 4 more.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, the total package.
You said 5. Eric Deluxe. You already got Just Incredible, right? You said
I'll put him in there. Yeah. Ruckus.
Ruckus. There's your 5 right there.
Yeah.
On
That-
Clout.
this is off the top, so-
off Clout.
Off Clout.
Yeah. This is like y'all are gonna kill us later
Would
on.
you
in
change?
the
Would you change
comments.
anybody in that top 5?
I'm trying to think, like, because like when I think of like I still think of like Irie, but I don't know what he's really up to
Yeah.
as
He's
much.
been quiet.
But he's been a little quiet.
I think he's got another situation
But
going
he's
on the
doing
side.
bigger.
But he's still Mr. Miami.
Right. So like sometimes I want like maybe you could sneak up in there. Maybe you could sneak in who do I see doing a lot? I mean a DJ Mill, maybe, like E Feezy. Obviously there's certain things that they're not as heavily presenced as some of this other stuff. I'd put a Dre Sinatra in that conversation.
Oh yeah.
I would put
Yeah, so
again,
now we're getting to like top 10, 15.
Yeah, I'm
Sour Milk.
I'm thinking
Tyga's tour DJ.
any of those, like, you know, any of the guys that were just kind of like, again, this off all at the top, and I'm sure we could get killed for it.
For sure. Kill us. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We're doing this off the top. You have time to think about it. Kill us.
Yeah.
I mean, he may not be the DJ's DJ, but D Nice, he killing shit.
I mean,
Oh,
right
he's
now.
up. Oh yeah.
Actually, he might
in
have the
some
highest.
respects,
He might be 9K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. He's 10K.
Yeah, I was about to say there's stuff that Vice isn't doing that he's doing.
Facts.
Yeah, I would give him.
Yeah.
And no, what about Craze? No.
So wait, are we not counting Lil
Okay,
Jon?
that's interesting. Craze, I would put more
In
on
the production side.
Okay.
He gets
A-Track,
booked,
I would put
yeah,
more on the production side.
I'm not saying that they're getting booked more so for their production, but I think they're more heavily
That's where the reputation
into the production now, obviously, than they were whatever a decade ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they're more about spinning their own tracks while they're out. You're doing what a lot of these big name producers are doing now.
And I don't think they're in the same conversation with
The
the
Vices
Justins and the Vices and
yeah.
the Rels and the Mickeys.
I'll take it. Shit, fuck it. If you're gonna throw my name in there, shit.
Yeah. And so actually,
So wait, is Lil Jon above?
he's a unicorn. He's in
He's in his own league, bro.
He's in his own league.
I personally think he's got like one of the best Twitch channels, and it's like not
Yeah.
getting on some like
No, yeah, he blows all this shit out the water.
What he can do.
He's a producer as well, though.
Okay.
And he's definitely known for his music more so than DJing.
Sure.
I just want to say,
yeah.
I would put him like if we were talking about artists, Lil Jon. You know, we got to talk about if we were doing this based off artists, like we were talking about Kim and
Sure,
and
that's
what
a
you call
different
it. Like
conversation.
yeah, it's a different conversation.
All right.
Yeah.
He could be up there with the Kim K.
All right.
Kim
So let's
K's and stuff.
restructure our top 5.
okay,
So D Nice,
be nice.
Nice.
Vice.
Okay,
5.
Okay. 5.
5. Yeah,
Ruckus. I'd put Ruckus over Justin. I think Ruckus is getting a bigger bag and is doing more. Like Justin has
I
a
feel like we're
radio
gonna get
thing.
Killed. There's got to be some other guys in there.
There's for
we're not.
sure
Yeah, that's for sure. We just
another
can't think of it right
handful
now.
of guys,
If you give us
yeah.
a little bit more time, then obviously we can.
Sure.
And I know the bags Ruckus was getting
Whose
in New
pockets you
Jersey.
Pocket watch.
I said, whose pockets you watching?
No,
Pocket
it's
watch.
just this is what I'm told. It's not like it's what I'm told.
What you heard?
And when you got a residency with the biggest company in the country, and you are on retainer to do all their spots and then pop up when they say they want you to, like you're getting a nice bag. I don't know what that bag is, but you're definitely getting a better bag than the average guy getting booked at that spot.
Sure.
So just to like break down, so when we're talking about skills, I know there's gonna be a lot of guys that are like, yeah, but he can't triple click. Like, all right, chill out. The skills that would suit the venue that we're talking about. We're talking about your average top 40 venues. That's what I think of skills. You guys have any objection or anything to add to that?
No, I would just say that people got to remember that this ridiculous idea that we're having right now is all strictly off of Clout.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right. So please
Yeah.
take that into
Oh, I
consideration.
put Sprite in the top 10.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 3 local coins.
Oof.
Maybe he's because he's not really local, is he?
Sprite?
Well,
Would you-
No. I wouldn't put Sprite in the local one.
He doesn't.
He don't even do
Local.
anything in local.
I mean, he did a few before we shut down, but he wasn't like he's not known like a Bad or
Yeah.
any of those guys. Shoot, off the top, I would have to say Bad
Dre
is-
Sinatra for
Dre
sure.
Sinatra. I would assume Bad is top 5. He might be the illest when it comes to skills.
Butch.
Oh, you're talking about local coin?
Yeah, local.
Butch, I would assume top 5.
Yeah, charisma.
Charisma for sure.
I would probably put charisma at the top.
That's fair. Yeah.
And then we got to probably, I mean, out of respect, obviously, like all the kind of like the Teslas of the stock market, right? Like where they come up if you invested in early, pre-COVID. Obviously, if you invested in Angie V, Bella Fiasco, DJ Franzen, we can't forget in a lot of the lists, right? Like,
100%.
You know what I mean? Like on what they do.
And see, that's what makes his coin so valuable because he's the only person in a major club in a major city. Well, not just a major city, but he's got a residency in a major club in Vegas. And no one else has that kind of weekly situation in Vegas. So that to me adds more value to his coin. And that's also in regards to, I also want to connect that to bookings, like the desired location, the clubs, the chain of clubs. Like just saying no diss to any of the Vegas guys, but I know saying gets you booked in Vegas or saying that you're a Vegas resident DJ can work in some outside of Vegas situations.
Sure.
And that'll add something to your coin. But if you're doing the downtown spots or the not so high on the chart clubs, I don't think that brings so much value to your coin. Just like it brings some because you're a resident at a big market. But if you're doing like the smaller spots, your coin isn't going to be as much as a Franzen or.
No, you got to do an established place.
A Mike Attack or, some of those guys in Lima. But your coin would definitely be worth more than the Tulsa, Oklahoma. No diss. Or
of all cities.
Yeah. It's just what pops. Or Nebraska, like whatever's popping out
Just
there.
stop naming cities. You're going to get us killed.
No, everyone knows where they stand.
Do they?
Come on, if I'm in Nebraska, am I going to say we killing Vegas DJs?
Yo, anybody in Nebraska is listening to this, please tag DJ Dangerous.
There's nothing to argue about here. This is factual. This is truthful and factual.
Way to kick them while they're down. I think their football team's doing terrible.
All right. So your residency, cool if you all have residencies, but the stronger your club is, the more your coin will be worth.
Sure.
In regards to your residency.
Yep.
If you're the booker at this club or residency, that could bring value to your coin as well because you'll have a lot more interest in other in swapping, I guess. That's when the swap comes into play.
I mean, you might swap your coin.
Yeah.
But my question is, all right, for residencies, right? What's the criteria that makes your residency popular? Is it the amount of people that come or the caliber of people?
I mean, since we're talking about Clout, what's popping? What clubs are popping?
So that's what I'm saying. I could say to you, yo, I got 700 people at my, tables sold, your local drug dealer or whoever is at my spot. It's filled to the brim, right?
Yeah.
But then I can go to the spot down the street, but the caliber of people that are there, I have athletes, I have models, I have whoever, but there's 150 people.
Yeah, it's basically your A-list Hollywood club versus your C-list Hollywood club.
I remember Playhouse and Avenue.
Yeah.
Same, almost similar playlist in some fashion. And you're literally on the same block.
Yeah.
Literally.
Around the corner from each other. And, Playhouse would attract a certain crowd and a certain minimum. And then Avenue would...
And it would be popping.
Both would be popping
in
their own ways. And then sometimes Avenue would match.
Now,
that's a good question. So if you have a residency at Avenue, I have a residency at Playhouse. Who has the better residency?
Mike.
Oh, no, I residency at both.
Well, I know you do. I'm just using this shit for an example.
Let me get my shit off while I'm retired.
So I would say Mickey because if I look at, there's a number of different ways of looking at it, but let me look at it like this. If I'm an out of town DJ and I see the two spots, I'm thinking, damn, Avenue's popular because they're part of the Tower Group. They got the joint in New York that all the models go to, and it's a little bit newer. Like that's what I'm thinking. The spenders, that A-list caliber spenders, that's what they're talking about in their conversations. Now Playhouse, let's call it a B list, or it was a B list. That's what's going on in their conversations. Like you go into Playhouse, and in some cases they may not even know like what's going on in Avenue, but all they know is their little bubble. Remember when we went to my house when it was ran through, it was like at this point a B or C.
Yeah, it was
level
terrible.
spot. Yeah, but those people thought they were this. Let me say it like this: those people thought.
What you mean,
careful.
those people?
No, because it kind of
He was talking
makes
about,
sense,
like,
but it doesn't.
The people that are attending.
The people that were attending, they
Okay.
thought they were popping because they were at a Once Upon a Time AM residency, a Once Upon a Time A-list club. You know what I mean?
Got you.
So they either know or they don't know. If they don't know, then I think they're just in like the Playhouse people. I don't think they're spending at Avenue.
So wait, did you feel like that
Nikki got a
DJing
residency
at
at
my
both.
house?
No, that I spend, not spend.
Spend. I thought you said spend.
No, spend money.
Got you.
Did you feel like that being at my house when you DJ'd? You're like, oh, I DJ'd at AM spot. Like, do you think that's how it affected you?
Well, when I DJ'd, it was popping. So yeah, I was like,
check the credentials?
yeah.
check the time.
Both of these niggas getting their shit out today.
Yeah. So, but I knew like what my house was about at that time when I
Gotcha.
spun. Yeah. So back to Booker, DJ Word, social media presence. I know y'all hate it. DJs aren't the best at this, but hey, this creates bookings.
You adapt or die.
Yeah, I don't think we need to say any much else about that. Fashion. Yeah, you got to be popping on your social media.
You got to have the look.
I think you gotta kind of have to, right? Like you
Yeah.
can't show up to the spot with, fucking
You just got to look
sweatpants
clean.
on.
man.
Yeah, you
Like,
ain't.
even
I'm
if
not
you're wearing
saying you
something
got-
simple, it's
Yeah,
just
you
gotta
ain't
look
got to be
clean.
out there in designer shit or whatever. But you got to dress the part.
Do you
man.
think a DJ?
We've been taught that
do you think
early.
a DJ can't level up if he wears black tees and black hats all the time, and black jackets?
I think that just becomes your part of your brand.
Okay.
I
get
think
what I'm
when you
saying?
wear all black, you just take yourself out of any kind of competitive conversations with can this guy dress or is this guy
100%,
representing
100%,
fashion?
yeah,
It's like,
100%.
let's not talk
Because
about
Rel's
him.
got a
He's taking himself out.
very upper echelon hat collection, sneakers, like dresses clean. You at one point were wearing glasses and animal print and all these different things. Not trying to get
Nah.
come on, it's part of the.
It was
It was part of the brand at the time.
Right.
Yeah,
I wore that
You
shit
would
too.
have. You couldn't forget if you ran into Danger Zone at some point, right?
Yeah,
Either you went for
100%.
the glasses, the mixtape, or the animal print, and then he evolved from there into a cleaner look.
Yeah.
Like had one of the best websites of any DJ.
Talk
spent
to
a lot of fucking
Like-
money on that shit too.
Talk to him.
That's why I'm gonna bring it up 10 years later.
Right?
Talk to him.
That shit still exists.
No, hell no. Why does a website exist?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, fuck out of here.
And then like
I'm not maintaining that
and
shit.
And then why did I draw? Oh no! And then he invested into social media where he had the craziest looking like dope Instagram, and although it didn't perform how you wanted it to, like it still showed like to me, I value that because you're putting money into it.
Yeah, you're evolving. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody that shows it, like you said, can someone who's wearing all black evolve in the fashion world? And again, if it's part of their brand and they're switching up if one day you come in and you got a leather black jacket on, and I'm like, okay, I like that jacket, and then the next day it's like some long like peak coat. Like if you're doing shit like that, but it's
Describing a pimp.
Noticeable.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's noticeable, but it's the same color. Then I'm like, okay, I can
Treading
see
into
that.
dangerous waters.
Yeah, right. But if it's the same black tee, black jeans,
Right.
black hat, then I'm, all right, my nigga, you like,
Let me tell you guys something. That
Only
whole
white boys
black,
can get away with that
whole
shit.
Black on black look came from the EDM guys because they toured so much. They didn't want to have to sit and figure out what they're going to wear. They kept it simple. When you tour, you have someone do your laundry and you just do all black, and
'Cause they're
it's
too
a
busy.
lot easier that way.
Because they're too busy
And that
blending
tr-
the same BPMs.
Yeah, exactly. And that trickled down into everyone that's not an EDM DJ, and it just became and so it technically is a fashion thing. But
Sure.
yeah. So moving on, production again. There, if you got the remixes out, and a lot of DJs are talking about your remixes, again, a lot of DJs hold weight to bookings, or they know the owner and they want to bring you in because they love your remixes. That's definitely a thing. Or originals that do well, like for Vice.
Even edits.
Even edits, yeah. As long as they keep seeing your name on something that works for them,
I mean, we booked some guys on the Globalization off of their edits.
Yeah.
Shout out to CRG. He sent me a whole bunch of them.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Tall Boys on the lookout. Be on the lookout for that. Spoiler alert.
There he is.
Should have told them to send
They
that.
didn't send me a link.
You should have seen when I had to make my mix for them. I can't play that. It's Tall Boys. Tall Boys.
They play that twice in one track.
Exactly.
Can't do that.
Hey, shout out to Kid Cut Up. Every year he sends out a whole thing. You guys got that?
Nah, I'm not on his email list.
Oh, I'm gonna get y'all.
I'm gonna
files. It's
text
a
his
lot
ass.
of
Is it?
stuff in there.
I did my mix with his ass.
He does
too.
it annually.
Really?
Yeah, he does all of his edits in a zip file, and then he gives.
That's a big ass file, huh?
Yeah, it's all his personal stuff.
Shit.
That's dope.
Damn, that's
Like-
crazy. I get sprites. Yeah, I get sprites.
He's
Yeah.
still waiting for me to pull up with a hard drive.
Yeah.
Pause.
Nah,
Okay.
I'm good on that.
Okay.
Moving
Solid
on
state.
from that, using other businesses as leverage. Mickey,
Me.
this is Mickey's bag. He gets his bookings because of his.
Whoa, no, he doesn't. But I see what you're saying.
No, not solely on that. Like he can't DJ. He's just bringing it in. And he just,
Look, listen,
like, I know that.
I didn't know you say solely, but
I know that exists for
gets-
some
he
people.
gets-
Look, this is my guy. Come on, I know his.
it's your best man. I get it. I get it.
I forget.
I
other
feel like
people.
you're missing out partly. You know, like I know you didn't say solely, but you could have said
Mickey
partly.
is a very fine DJ.
He was DJing before he was a business owner.
Yes. And adding to his skills and his connections is Mag Park. And that helps him leverage spenders to come out and spend money, which helps get him some prime bookings. He had Tao lined up before COVID. He was becoming or was a resident at Avenue. Yeah. So, and Mickey will tell you if he didn't have that in his back pocket,
I wouldn't be doing
probably
that.
wouldn't. Yeah. All right. So fair.
But what kept me in there
Was
was
the
my
skills.
my DJ back.
For sure. Yeah, you can only so much can be done to get you into a club, right?
Got the skills to pay the bills.
But to stay in there, you got to do something else. You got to have some skills behind it.
Yep.
All right, moving on. Spenders. That connects with the business. Mickey has the spenders. When I go to Boston, my guy comes out and spends money on a table.
Talk to him.
You got people that come out and spend money?
I
on
do,
the
but
Yeah, we don't
people.
count pockets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't. I
Pocket wise.
don't like to tell people.
table? Got it. Sean, people coming out to spend money.
No, we ain't got no money.
I got rough.
I got real.
I bring Sean out. What you talking about?
Rel takes me out to eat after the club. So
I ain't got no money.
Rell's
Team
pop
Rel.
bottle. Rell's a spender for me.
Oh,
Whoa.
man.
Listen, don't be telling nobody that.
Yeah, man, them bottles are $60. I ain't
Yeah, exactly. Yo, Mickey was infusing, boy.
Everybody gets the pop bottle.
all right, moving on to tour DJ.
That's your bag.
That was my bag. I've made some really good money because of that tour. And then I think of Tay James. You got to put him in the top 15. I think I would at least think top 15 because he's a tour DJ for Bieber. Then you have Crespo as a tour DJ for Crespo was on the up and up before COVID. Like he just did Marquee for the first time. He was doing more with them. Marquee in Vegas. Crespo was on fire.
And then he
before
caught COVID.
Did he catch COVID?
I think he just caught COVID.
Oh, okay.
Like recently?
Yeah, he's been out of it. I saw. So
But I imagine he'll be just
Prayers up.
fine when.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He's a young.
I know he'll be fine from COVID, but I mean, I'm sure he'll get his bookings back.
Oh yeah, no, he was bro. His bookings after during COVID, I guess, because people are still going out. He was everywhere.
Yeah.
I think he was one of the few people I saw that had a New Year's gig.
Oh wow.
Like this past New Year's?
Yeah.
Shit. Nice.
Okay, so yeah, tour DJ that's definitely a worth something. And then mobile guys. There's a lot of mobile guys that make a shit ton of money and have the Microsofts in their back pocket and the
Private
Apples.
gigs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much Spider makes at a mobile gig, but I imagine he's making way more than a club.
Yo, Splice is killing.
Splice is killing it.
Killing.
Mobile. Daz told me how much, Dazzler, shout out to her, she told me how much she makes in mobile gigs. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what me
Fuck
saying.
these clubs.
Just when's the next bar mitzvah?
Come to the dark
shit.
side. Nah, fuck the bar mitzvah. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. I lied.
Take it back.
I've got some nice ones. Some nice ones.
You
in the
never
bag.
say fuck the white man's money. Because that money's good, all right?
I don't say
That
fuck
bag is
nobody's
good.
money. It's all the same color.
Money is
It's all
green.
money, yeah.
Exactly.
Don't say fuck nobody's money. Yeah, nah.
All right, so that basically runs the categories of our BitClout. So feel free to leave in the comments on who you think has a better coin,
Feel
or
free to say,
your
fuck
coin,
y'all. Y'all don't know what y'all talking
or say
about.
y'all are fucking
Yeah,
bored
y'all
as
fucking-
shit.
Sorry to waste your time for 45 minutes on this.
But I feel like in certain DJ circles, like this is kind of nerdy shit that gets talked about.
Look, I think if I'm just going to say one thing out of this is, like anything else in life, everything is worth what someone is willing to pay for.
Mhm.
And so at the end of the day, whatever we say someone's worth or this is worth and that's worth, like it really just comes down, what is somebody willing to pay for? So everybody's following is a little different. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like Angie V, a Bella Fiasco, E-Rock, Franzen, Dre Sinatra, all the HMC guys, Sour Milk, like guys with kind of those Twitch cult followings that are like subscribed or literally subscribed. Like those people, or not those people, but those DJs and their followings, like those followings are cult like. So like they will go and buy the coin.
Yeah.
You know, if they could.
Yeah.
And I think
basically anybody that books these guys is buying into the coin. They believe.
yeah, of
in
course,
their coin.
because they're insider trading.
Yeah.
Check them out.
And E-Rock is another guy that had that weekly residency at a respectable club in Vegas. So he's got to be in the
E-Rock,
top.
bro,
20
E-Rock
conversation.
Yeah, he was. all
E-Rock
over
keeps
the place,
reinventing
yeah.
himself.
And he was at 11 a number of times.
Hey, look,
Like,
when you have somebody trying to make a fake Instagram account of you,
your coin goes up.
your coin is worth something.
Yeah.
So
Check the
respect to him.
credentials.
Yeah.
My
All
coin's
right.
going up this summer.
Hey, yo.
Talk to him.
So Latin music, according to RIAA Music Reports, revenue, Latin music is up 19%, doubling overall industry growth. Like we said it before, Latin music is here to stay.
Latin music, Latin people, this is your time.
See,
Displaced Latin music revenues at 655 million estimated retail value, and drives Latin music total percentage of the market up 5% from 2019 and 5.4 in 2020.
Dinos.
Their highest level since 2005. Oh, that's interesting. 2005 was popping.
Yeah,
All right.
shout out to Pitbull's Globalization.
Hey, yo.
Shout out to CJ.
Mickey made a good point because we were talking about talking about Rel having his own station on Pitbull's Globalization. And Mickey said at one point that station was primarily known for Latin music.
What
Well,
station?
Pitbull's
Pitbull.
Globalization.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it kind of
But-
still?
But now they've opened
Yeah, I
it
mean,
up
opening it up.
to like the Vinny vibes. And you're bringing in guys that are playing more they're a wider range of
So-
music.
Dance music.
Well, no, hold on. What I'm trying to say is, what I was trying to say through our text, confidentially and privately.
I'm like, man,
I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw everybody.
Fuck it. We have a podcast. Let's talk about it. No. So what I was trying to say is like I was part of Globalization in the first I think year or two when it was.
We
going
joined at the
on.
same time.
We were at the same time, right? Yeah. Shout out to Phenom. He recruited us at the same time.
right after
we got
the
on.
retreat, like 2016.
Yeah, and so it's been around for some time now, and I think when the station was first around, there was a lot of focus around either Latin-based music and pop. I think was always like at the forefront with a Latin infusion into the playlist. And I think as time evolved, the playlist got a little broader, a little wider. There was always like that Latin side of the list, but it wasn't enforced or a thought to like be all the way in that. And then as, Phenoms recruited some of the best DJs in the world, like Globalization for real. Like, and with the support of Pitt and like everybody else and Sirius, obviously, and giving everybody an opportunity, as the network continues to grow, like Latin music also transformed from a very kind of local or regional, I should say, success to now a global success with the Balvins, the Bad Bunnies, like all these guys that are coming to the forefront. And so, when I left, there was still a bit of I wouldn't call it a stigma, but it was something that kind of stuck with you from being a Globalization DJ, where you wouldn't really utilize that that affiliation as strongly as you would unless you were DJing at a Latin
Latin spot.
location, like a Latin spot. And I feel like when guys like Vinny Vibe, when Big Night Radio came, and then Double Down and Jason Weiss and everybody, all the crew, got involved. And yes, they're all different races, but not racist. Races. Make sure that comes out clear.
They're white.
All right, the white man can say it.
Yeah.
Anyway. But it just helped spread. Like, this isn't just a bunch of Hispanic DJs.
Yeah.
Mixing Hispanic
a
music.
bunch of Hispanic DJs and Joe.
I mean, yeah. And sometimes,
Honorary Hispanic.
Is
and
technically
you grew up in the
Hispanic.
Valley. So,
I got the honorable mention.
yeah, you got it for sure. You know where the best tacos are.
I got the stripes.
So, but but that changed. That changed. And I feel like now, like globalization, not only has it been part of this growth of Latin music, but it has also become the top rated station on SiriusXM.
Mm-hmm. Talk to him.
Like, let's be honest. Like, and Pitt Station has just recruited some of the best mix shows. Yeah. It's nothing but mix shows. So it's literally curated up and down. And obviously Phenom and his crew are always making sure that we're on top of our music ability. And we have a good amount of freedom. I've seen what radio mixes look like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
our guidelines are 10 times wider range than what you would get at a local radio station.
Yeah. So, I think it's a great thing going on.
You got guidelines?
I never saw those.
I'm sorry, music grades.
Right.
But even then, you don't even know we have music grades.
I don't know that either.
You're not in the email thread for that?
I am.
Okay. Just
like get Edwin all day.
He goes, hey, all right, start the show.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what helps is that the guys, the music director, Phenom, and I don't know if exactly what Disco Drew and Drew's title would be. I guess they're part of the music directing team.
Yeah, we're not disrespecting you, but you guys are.
No, but they definitely, them and I think Santa Rosa, they definitely go through tracks. They listen to them. They get on a Zoom call and they listen to them.
Right.
I know for a fact 3 out of the 4 of those guys are house heads. I imagine Santa Rosa is as well, so let's throw them in there. They are house heads. So that helps push towards a wider range of music to be played and showcased. And then you have, I'd say within the last year, you've had the Medusas of the world come up with Paradise and Show Me and stuff like that, which makes it easier to program. A-Track puts out his disco records. Those are being shot up in the music grades to be played. So it encourages guys like me to play more up-tempo. And that helps. If Phenom predominantly thought only Latin music, then he's setting his ceiling really low. And so it helps those guys love house music.
Yeah. And expand. Shout out to Globalization.
Yeah, man.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Well, shit, let's get this out of the way. We got Tall Boys up next.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tall Boys up next. We just had Dante. And myself. Yeah. Shout out to Dante. Chicago Zone. And yeah, you can just imagine what the Tall Boys are going to drop.
A lot of edits.
A lot of edits. You may want to play.
Large ones.
So
tall ones.
Tall.
Off that, going on to another tall individual, Paul Pierce is out at the Mouse.
Paul Pierce is.
What do we think?
It's an OG, man.
What do we think? What do we think about that?
Paul Pierce is an OG, man. Shout out to Paul Pierce, man. And
Inglewood's own.
It sucks. It sucks that he's in that situation, but I mean,
he knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. Like, he knew what he was doing, man. You know what it is, man.
You have to think that your contract's up soon.
Exactly.
Or you have a better deal on the table, and this is the best way for you to get out. Technically, the strippers were clothed. They weren't stripping. Weed is legal.
Mickey Mouse ain't going for the strippers, bro.
I know. And that's fine. So I know the optics of it looks crazy.
Did you see the video?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Because you just assume the worst when you see it. Yeah, right.
Let's go!
Tell these girls.
Live too, man. I'm going live.
I'm locking myself in my room. Get these girls out of here.
DJcity calls.
DJ say, yo, we're going to part ways with Danger Zone.
No, we did the pod.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Girls just working for an hour 15 of talking.
In the back.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
By the time this show airs, we would have already experienced Joechella.
Yeah.
So This is
That'd be hilarious if that was even a possibility, but it's not. So
Yeah.
sorry to kill everybody's buzz, but that'd be funny.
yeah. Paul Pierce, man.
Paul Pierce.
No, I something tells me he knew what he was doing. He was going to be out. He probably had an interview, not an interview. He had a conversation with ESPN behind the scenes, and they were like, "Look, nobody likes you. We got to get rid of you.
So,
no disrespect, but we got to figure out a way to get you out."
How you want to do the rollout?
And then Barstool, minutes after that went up, Barstool's like, "Hey, we got a job for you."
Mm-hmm. $250,000 right now. I'm like,
Oh, it was
shit.
Barstool that offered him a
No,
job?
that was something else. I heard him
That
$250,000.
seems like
pretty
small
sure
money for
But
Paul.
you don't know what the terms are. Like, how many
What do you
shows
think
does he
he's
have to
getting
do?
paid at ESPN?
But he played in the NBA. He was getting mills. So it's like you gonna.
But what is ESPN paying him? Because he was doing what, one show with Rachel?
Yeah, I don't know if they
he
put
was
much
on pretty
value in
frequently.
him. I don't know if they put much value. Like, I'm hearing that Stephen A. Smith is underpaid. If he's underpaid,
No, but he's getting paid millions.
right? But in the
that
big
nigga-
picture, he's underpaid. So
That nigga's on ESPN all day.
Man,
he's got a podcast. He's got
That man don't.
He's
He's got his
Well-
own show. He got first take. I'm like, damn, my nigga, you
no.
working.
He's working. I wonder about dudes like that. Like, what's your personal life? Like, you got all this.
He don't
time
have a
to talk.
personal life. He don't have no kids.
Are you divorced? Your kids
don't-
love
he-
you.
he don't have- he
What's
don't-
going on?
That's the thing. Yeah, he don't have any kids. He don't have a wife. He don't have
Oh,
a
he's
life.
got
His
time.
life is
Stack it.
ESPN
Yeah,
Sports.
good for him.
and his sisters.
It's the microphone.
Yeah,
Mm.
he likes to hear himself talk. I bet.
Or yell if you want to.
So you can only hear him.
I like Stephen A. I don't
love
watch
Stephen
him
A.
Yeah,
as
Stephen
much,
A.
but I like
love-
Stephen A.
I
And,
love
and I
Stephen
like
A.
Max Kellerman as his, whatever nemesis or whatever. They're both great.
You like Max over Skip?
I love Skip. I love Skip.
Of course you do.
Because he trolls. He knows he's fucking with people.
Yeah.
He is that old man at the barbecue at the Thanksgiving dinner talking shit to piss all three of you off.
I know he's mad as fuck having to work with Shannon Sharp.
Shannon's the best.
No,
I love
his
Shannon.
that dynamic. I can
I
like.
love
I don't
Shannon.
watch him, but so it may sound dumb, but I can watch those two all day talk shit to each other. They know how to press each other's buttons. They know how to like connect when it's the right time.
You took Skip and you had him with a black person, with Stephen A. Smith,
He's
and you put him with a nigga.
no, like he's country.
Yo, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Shannon
openly
is
talks-
hilarious.
Doesn't he put a Henny bottle on the
Yeah,
table?
he talks about his blacks.
brought the black
blacks
and mild, yeah.
Oh, go
James.
James! Oh, go James!
He
Yeah,
don't give
Tennessee.
a fuck.
Yeah,
Hey,
He don't
How did
care.
Paul Pierce get?
Strippers.
Quite
Oh, it was
unfortunate.
the strippers.
The
It was the
strippers.
strippers. It was the
And
strippers.
it's black and mild, not weed. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fox Sports.
black and mild is like a cigarette, pretty much.
We know.
Oh,
We
go
know.
James.
Allegedly.
How will they know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he,
But
I
shout
don't
out to
know.
Paul
We'll see
Pierce,
what
man. He
happens.
still got he got
He'll be
offered
fine, man.
he got offered what $250,000 from
OnlyFans.
was it OnlyFans?
I don't know.
No, it was I forgot-
some porn
They want him to
Something
talk
like that.
sports with girls twerking in the
yeah,
background.
pretty much
cam,
something like that. Yeah.
cam. So.
It's
But again, 250,000. Like I don't know how many. What does that mean? One show per show for us.
probably a contract.
Yeah, but how many shows are in
Yeah.
there? Like I don't know if that's worth his shit. He may want more, or maybe it is more than what ESPN got.
Yeah. I mean, whatever he probably has to do it once a week, so he should probably has time to go do a bunch of other shit now.
He can
Whatever
do his
that
own
is. Tell him to
podcast.
invest in weed. Open up a dispensary.
Speaking of podcasts, it's not on the list, but I just want to say there are like 337 DJ podcasts out there now. Just saying, I don't know.
Where's the MikiDZ podcast on that
One,
ranking?
of course.
Come on, talk to him.
There are a lot of podcasts out there.
338. One just started.
One just started.
He's stupid.
You know what? You're right, because I just talked to DJ. He said, "Hey, do you know what? If I can, anybody that does radio imaging, I'm about to start a podcast."
They asked you today, literally.
I mean, I was like, yeah, hit up this guy. I didn't care, but
didn't
it's
get my
gonna
number,
be
right?
interesting to see what happens when we get back to work and everybody's out and you don't got time to podcast because you got to be at your clubs and do whatever you're gonna do. So that's all I'm saying.
You know where we'll be.
Right here.
Yeah, because we ain't getting calls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
We got time today.
we're potted from Joe Cella.
Yeah, exactly. We take the podcast
Take
wherever
it
we go.
serious. Wait, who's packing this shit
Yeah.
up?
Show up for the Joe Cella podcast. All right.
Joe
LA's open June 15th, April 15th. They 50% or some shit. The restaurants are open. That's awesome. But LA's open June 15th. Some are saying that it's really going to be open Memorial Day weekend.
That's my birthday.
Mickey's birthday. We're gonna open up for Mickey's birthday. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Still staying home.
Mickey Madness.
Mickey Madness.
Come on, man. We got names for everybody. We got names for everybody.
Mickey Madness.
Mickey Madness. Let's go.
Yep. And baseball's back.
Baseball's back, man. Sorry to those Dodgers.
It's okay. We know what happens when you put
yeah, exactly.
in.
They'd be like, "Oh, we're going to talk about the two power teams."
Hey, how do you feel about the Angels pitcher / home run hitter?
Ohtani?
Yeah.
It's fire. He's dope.
Angels love him. Help the Angels though.
Angels love him because there's really nothing else to celebrate about the team outside of Trout.
Trout's still there, right?
Probably. Yeah. Is he injured?
Is he? I don't know. Yeah,
I just haven't heard anything.
Trout's there for his
JJ
contract for 10 years.
Trout's
right?
going to go down as the best baseball player ever. So, you know how LeBron should win MVP every season?
Yeah.
Like Trout should win.
MVP every season.
Easy.
Do you think he doesn't get it because
of his team?
He's expected to be good?
That's like money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you typically you want a story, right?
Right.
So.
You think he'll get the recognition because of his team?
Yeah, and he's like, I mean, Anaheim's not really a small market, but they're not a popular market.
But
you know, like
Los Angeles.
That's why they changed to Los Angeles.
The Los Angeles
to give them just a little bit more notoriety. But it's not the Red Sox, it's not the Dodgers, and it's not the Yankees. So you can only so much is going to be said about the Angels.
Are people still talking about the Dodgers? I mean, excuse me, the Red Sox.
Always. Because you have so many people that love them and hate them. They're always going to be, even when they suck, they were talked about.
I'm like, yo, they were terrible last year.
Yeah, they're talked about last year because of the cheating with Alex Cora.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's right.
Speaking of cheating.
How you cheat? Are you still sorry? At least when the Astros cheated, they won.
And even then, they almost lost.
Yeah, still.
That game that ended up like 14-13, they had all the answers to the test, and they still almost lost in extra innings.
That's how good the Dodgers were.
What?
That's how good the Dodgers were.
Because they beat the Yankees and the Dodgers that year because of that fucking. I hate the Astros.
Me too.
I will never.
I got robbed of $1,700 for that Game 7 seat.
Yeah.
I will never wear an Astros hat ever.
I'll never make one.
Ever. Don't ever make one. Ever.
But
you know what's funny? I know a girl that I'm cool with that she's like, obviously she's from Texas. She's an Astro fan. I'm like, ugh. I don't even want to talk to you.
But hey, Houston, you could book us.
Yo, word. Hey, yo, Houston,
you can book any of us.
I like the Rockets. I like the Texans. Yeah. Shit. Let's go. But
all right, we're out of here. We're done. Let us know what you think your big clout will worth. Let us know what you think our clout would be worth. That would be fun.
As a group or as individuals?
Shit, both. Give us our individual clout and
top 100
clout.
For sure.
Easily.
For sure.
Put some more respect on our name.
Hey, listen.
I'd say top 50.
Okay.
I'd say
top 20?
50. Nah, not top 20. Not top 20. Not yet. It's a
wait till
long
the summer.
game.
Wait till the summer.
It's a long game.
I'll creep in the top 20.
It can fluctuate. You know, some people that are hot now can drop. And
it's a marathon, baby. This ain't a sprint.
Here comes little old Mickey Ward.
Buy the dip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Invest in us now. What did Mos Def say? My rookie card.
Oh, yeah. Better get my rookie card now.
Because after this shit, the price ain't coming down.
Talk to him. Man. Drop some jewels.
Thank you.
Do something.
And
all right, we
are out. We'll see you at Joe Cella, baby.
Yup.